Hi guys. So now we'll start with the next question, that is the best time to buy and sell the stock, right? So say you have an array for which the ith element is the price of the given stock on the day I. If you were only permitted to complete at most one transaction, that is buy one and sell one share, design an algorithm to find the maximum profit. Note that you cannot sell a stock before you buy it. So let us say we need to allow we can do only at most one transaction. So if we are not doing any transaction and the profit is zero, but if we perform one transaction, then it should have a non-negative profit at least, right? So buy on the day two and sell on day five will give you the maximum price, right? So let us say um, the int answer is nothing but zero as of now. Now what I will do is, so let us say min value is nothing but minimum element in this, right? And this is the maximum value which we have in the array. So what I can return is answer is max of answer comma max value minus mean value, right? And then we can return the answer. Why? Because we will buy at the minimum value and we will sell at the maximum value, and it is giving us the wrong answer. Why? Because we are buying at one. Okay, so we should first buy and then we should sell. So this is the condition that we need to make sure. So I think this won't work. So instead, what we should try is to loop over the prices and calculate min price till now, which is no, which is zero. Um, Max price till now. Let us say this is int mean. Who cares? And max price till now is also, let's say, int mean. So for int I in prices, what I can do is, first of all, let's compute the minimum and let us also compute the maximum. And let us say answer is equal to max of answer comma mx minus mn. Now this answer we can return. Why? Because we will be making sure that the maximum that I have so far. Okay, so let us say this maximum was on third index and the minimum which I got is on fifth index, but this is not allowed, right? So right, so let's say the maximum which I got is on third index and not on the highest index, but the minimum value which I got was on fourth index. So on the fifth index, so what I want is I want to calculate the maximum value minus the minimum value, but the condition is my maximum should always be after my minimum. So what I can do instead is I can compute the minimum from the left side, I can compute the maximum from the right side, and for any particular value, at any particular value, I need to just check the difference between those maximum and minimum, and that would be my answer. But that would take an additional space of n, order of n, right? So instead what I can do is, so let us say the maximum was on third value, so on the fourth value and on the fifth, and let's say currently I is pointing at the fifth, I is the fifth element at fifth index. So then and let's say the minimum we found is on fourth index. So whenever we are finding the minimum, we can do this. So if minimum is less than the current value I, then what we can do? So if I am updating the my minimum, that means the maximum that we have found so far is of no use to us. So we can update the maximum as well, right? And once we have updated our minimum and maximum, because if what this ensures is, so with ensures if minimum is less than I, then minimum should be I, and in that case maximum is also I. Now I think this should work. So what is MS? MS is not defined, right? Even MN is not defined. Okay. So my answer is always 0. Why? So let us say, first of all, MX will point to 7 and MN will also point to 7. So if MN is greater than, so it should be int max. Let us try to submit. Maybe there are certain flaws in the logic. No, there are no flaws. So we have done this in constant memory. So let me brief over the logic once. What this line ensures is कि if we have found that the minimum which we have got so far is not the optimal minimum, we have the ith value as the minimal, then we are updating the minimal. Then the maximum which we have so far from the previous cases will not be the maximum that we want for this particular minimum. Why? Because we need to first buy the stock at the minimal price and then sell the stock, right? So this should be the perfect case. But the runtime end is uh, quite slow. I don't know why, because I have done everything in order of n. So I will not focus more on this. So I think this is clear. There are solutions as well. Approach one, brute force, one pass. I think this is what we have done. Yeah, this is what we have done. So yeah, we have the optimal approach. So I think we are done over here. Now let us move to the next question. In